Hi guys. So today we're doing 9.2 inside the practice book. It is P171, and the first part that we're doing is finding the ordered pair for each given point. So A was over 2, up 3. So the 2 and the 3. Number 2 is B. B is over 5, up 7. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put 5, 7 for it. C is over 4, up 8. So I'm going to do 4, 8 for C. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm just looking at where it is, and I know that the book keeps having us go over and then up. I'm not doing it that way. I'm starting at the dot, pulling it down to where it lines up so that I can see what the number is that it's at. I'm kind of doing it the opposite direction that they're doing. So number 4 is letter D. So I go to the point for D, and then I look down and I go, okay, there's a 9 there. I go back to the point for D, and then I go across and go, oh, there's a 3. So I know that D is 9, 3. For E, I go to the 3 dot. I look down and I go, oh, there's a 3. I go back to the E dot, go across and go, oh, there's a 4. So 3, 4. For F, I go to the F dot. I go down, there's a 6. I go back to the F dot. I go across, there's a 5. So I type in 6, 5. Okay, that's what I'm doing for it. That's all that I'm doing for it. Now, let me try doing because the problem is that ends up being way too big, doesn't it? But if I do just the dot, then unless I sit there, well, I can do it that way. Okay, let's do it that way. So N is at 7, 3. So I go over to the 7. There's the 7 right there. And then I go up to the 3. And I put in N right there. Okay. And that's going to be N. I have R, which is 0, 4. So I go over to the 0, up to the 4, which is right there. And that's going to be letter R. I have O, which is 8, 7. I go over to the 8, up to the 7, and put it in right there. So that will give us O. Has to be a lot closer. Okay. These dots are kind of wonky, but if I try to go with the full-size X like I did in the book, these squares are much smaller, and it'll just sit there. You won't be able to tell where the X is supposed to be. So we're going to have to put up with these kind of wonky circles for a little bit. Number 10, M is at 2, 1. So I go over to the 2, up to the 1, make a circle. Okay, and that is going to be M. All right. P is at 5, 6. So I have to go over to the 5, up to the 6, stay on the 5. That's going to be P. And Q is 1, 5. So I'm going to go over to the 1, up to the 5. Right there. and that is going to be Q. Make sure that we can tell which one is your Q and which one is your R, because those are like right on top of each other. Seriously. Okay, down here at number 13, which building is located at 5, 6? Well, let's go find the 5 and then up to the 6. That is the Price Slicer Mart. Number 14, what is the distance between Kip's Pizza and the bank? So Kip's Pizza is at 2, 8. The bank is at 8, 8. So we need to do 8 minus 2, which is 6. So 6 units. That's the distance. Okay? Pause it if you need to. I am going to move on to the next slide. All right, so what ordered pair describes the location of the playground? So we look at our playground, and it's over 4, up 2. So we go with 4, 2. What is the distance between the school and the library? The school is at 7, 2. The library is at 7, 8. So 7, 2 to 7, 8. That means we go 8 minus 2 equals 6. So 6 units between the school and the library. Now, I am going to move it off of this one and put it back onto me handwriting on the paper because I can't do the rest of them the other way. So, just a second. So number 3 says the value of the underlined digit, 4, 5, 7, 6, 9, 3, 3, 1. 45,706, no, 45,769,331. This place right here is, we have ones, tens, hundreds. That is the tens place, and it's after the thousands comma, so it's 10,000s. So 6 10,000s. That's how much it's worth. It's worth 6 10,000s. Number 4. Andrew charges $18 for each lawn he mows. Suppose he mows 17 lawns per month. How much money will he make? 18 times 17 lawns. What is 8 times 7? First we do this one. 8 times 7 is 56. The 6 goes there, the 5 goes up there. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 5, 12. Placeholder, 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 1 is 1. Add it all together. 6 plus 0 is 6. 2 plus 8 is 10. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So we have $306 that he makes each month. Number 5. Carlo can bicycle at a rate of 18 miles per hour. How many hours would it take him to bicycle a stretch of road that is 450 miles long? So we need to divide this. 18 into 450. Well, I don't know my 18 facts right off the top of my head, but 18 is very close to 20. And so I can ask myself, how many times would 2 go into 4? It would go twice. So let's try 18 times 2 to start with. 8 times 2 is 16. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1, 3, 36. That's probably pretty close. Let's try it. Times 2, 36, borrowing. So that becomes a 3, that becomes a 15. 15 minus 6 is 9. Bring down the 0. Okay, then we need to try, how many times can we put 18 into 90? Well, let's try the 20 trick again. How many times does 2 go into 9? 4. So let's try that. 8 times 4 is 32. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 3, 7. Probably not quite enough. So let's try 18 times 5. 8 times 5 is 40. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 4 is 9. We'll put the 5 there, 90. So I end up with 25 hours. Okay, then we have number 6. All right, and then number 6 says, Molly uses 192 beads to make a bracelet and a necklace. It takes 5 times as many beads to make a necklace as it does to make a bracelet. How many beads are used to make the necklace? Okay, so she makes a bracelet and a necklace. Let's think this out. She makes a bracelet and a necklace. So the bracelet plus the necklace used 192 beads. Okay, the necklace has 5 times as many beads as the bracelet. Okay, so the necklace is equal to 5 times as many as the bracelet. Oh, I know what they want us to do. They want us to do guess and check. Okay, so how many beads were used to make the necklace? Right. Okay, so let me set this up as an actual chart. Just a second. All right, so let's set up this chart. We have bracelet here. We have necklace here. We check here. Okay, so we need it to equal out to 192. First guess. Let's go with 20 beads in the bracelet. Okay, so 20 times 5. 5 times 2 is 10, so that's 100. So our check is 20 plus 100 gives us 120. That is too low, so we need to go higher. I need more than 20 beads in my bracelet. Second time, let's try 40 beads this time. 40 times 5. 5 times 4 is 20, so that gives me up to 200. 40 plus 200 is 240. That is too high, so let's go lower. So it's somewhere in between 20 and 40 beads. All right, so that one's a bit too high. Let's try 30 and see what happens. So 30 times 5 is equal to, 5 times 3 is 15, add on the 0. So I have 30 plus 150. 150 plus 30, 0 plus 0 is 0, 5 plus 3 is 8, 1 plus nothing is 1. That's 180. I need to go up a little bit higher. Let's try, so it has to be somewhere between 30 and 40. Okay, because 240 is too much, 180 isn't quite enough. So let's try 35 and see what happens. 35 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 2, 17. So 175, and then I end up with 35 plus 175, which is equal to 175 plus 35. 5 plus 5 is 10. 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 1, 11. 1 plus 1 is 2, so that gives me 210, which is too much. I need to go down, so it is between 30 and 35. Let's try 33. 33 times 5 is 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 1 is 16, 165. Then I need to do 33 plus 165. 5 plus 3 is 8. 6 plus 3 is 9. 198. Ooh, very close. Just a teensy tiny bit too high. So I'm only going to go down 1. Let me go to 32. 32 times 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 1 is 16. So 160. 32 plus 160. 2 plus 0 is 2, sorry. 6 plus 3 is 9. 1 plus nothing is 192. So our actual answer is our bracelet has 32 beads and our necklace has 160 beads. Yay. Okay, that was the last question. Talk to you guys later. Bye.